going on, guys? HK Titan here with another balloons video. And first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. In today's video, we're going to be continuing along with our Balloons Tower Defense 6 walkthrough / playthrough / guide. And for today's guide, we're going to be jumping on Winter Park Impoppable mode. So for this mode, we will have our monkey knowledge turned off, as you can see right here. And of course, we will be using Quincy as our hero. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So I have been getting a couple of requests to go back and do some half cash modes, so if that's something that you guys would like to see, please let me know in the comments below, and I can go ahead and jump back to some of the harder maps that half cash is a little bit more difficult on. That way I can go ahead and show you guys how to go ahead and beat those, because I do know that half cash modes can sometimes be a little bit tricky to beat. So again, just let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys would like to see. But again, let's go ahead and jump into the Impoppable guide. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be starting off with is we're going to be starting off with our Quincy. We're going to place our Quincy right here in the corner of the map like so. Just like so, perfect. And the reason why we want to place him there is because, of course, we're going to get a very big hit radius, especially in the early game, making it so we can go ahead and afford our ninja. So let's go ahead and speed through these first few rounds. Now, like I was saying, we will be doing different strats for this game, or for this map. We're actually going to be using a unique strat that I just thought of, and I'm like, you know what, I wonder if I can use this and this together. So we're actually going to be using a sub commander strat for this walkthrough, opposed to using like the Apache Prime or something like that. So I'm actually super excited to show you this, because this one's actually not too difficult to pull off, but at the same time it is, because you can't use this strategies on a lot of maps, because of course you do need a little bit of time for the sub commander and all the subs to actually put in work. Alright, let's go ahead and slow things down and grab our ninja here. Let's go ahead and place our ninja in the corner of the map right across from Quincy, and now we can go ahead and speed things back up. Perfect. And just like our previous strats, we are going to be going for Ninja Discipline and then Seeking Shurikens, and then I'm pretty sure you guys already understand how the first parts of all these guides work. And of course, if that's so, and you guys would like me to start speeding through some of the early game strats, because 90% of the time it's going to be Quincy and Ninja, Quincy and Ninja, and that's just because the Quincy Ninja, or whatever hero I'm using plus the Ninja, is just a great strategy to use. Of course, when we start getting in like the expert maps or some of the intermediate maps, then we're going to have to switch things up. We're going to have to spice it up just a bit, but of course, we still have quite a bit of time before we actually start to jump into the intermediate maps. Alright, there's our Sharp Shurikens. Now we're going to be going for a double shot next. And then, of course, following the double shot, we're going to go ahead and grab our Alchemist. Now, the reason why I want to try out the sub-commander strat here is because, of course, we have the pond in the middle, and there's a lot of space where we're not going to be able to place down towers and get them to be super effective. But with the sub-commander strat, the sub-commanders, what I like to do is I like to place a dart monkey and upgrade that dart monkey in each corner. And I'll upgrade it to like a 002. That way there's camo detection all over the place. So of course the sub-commander can put in some serious work, guys. Alright, and there's our double shot. Perfect, awesome, fantastic, and amazing. And now we're going to go ahead and save up for the Alchemist, because we are starting to get up towards the higher tiered rounds where we're going to have to start dealing with some lead balloons. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our Alchemist right here in the corner, and then we're going to switch him over to targeting only strong. That way, just in case Quincy or the Ninja miss a lead balloon or anything crazy like that, we can actually come back and the Alchemist will take care of the lead balloon, and then of course the Ninja or Quincy can go ahead and finish off the lead balloon. Alright, and now what we're doing is we're going to be saving up the money to buy Balloon Jitsu. Of course, this is Impoppable mode, so it's a little bit on the pricey end. But of course, we're still going to be able to afford our Ninja, and we're also going to be able to afford our Tier 4 Alchemist as well. Now, one thing that we are going to do that's slightly different than what we normally do is we are going to buy Acid Pull and Faster Throwing, because now not only are we buffing the Ninja, we're also buffing Quincy. Alright, and we should be able to afford Balloon Jitsu here in just 1 second. And then just like pretty much all of our Impoppable strats, we are going to be going for 3 monkey banks. That's just because we want a little bit of extra income, just to make sure that we don't struggle with buying any of the towers, because of course, like I was saying, this is Impoppable mode and towers can get kind of pricey. Alright, there's our Balloon Jitsu. Now we're going to be saving up for Berserker Brew. While we are upgrading our Alchemist up to the Tier 4, I I just want to take this time to say thank you to each and every single one of you for all the support you guys have given on the channel. It has been absolutely amazing. I have no idea what's going on, but for some reason the YouTube channel is doing amazing. The Twitch channel is doing amazing as well. Like we just keep growing and progressing. It's absolutely amazing to see all of the support. I get so many comments saying, why don't you have more subscribers? Why aren't you at a million subs? And then on top of that, you guys also say like you deserve more subs. And I'm like, you guys are absolutely fantastic. Like all of the support and all of the kind words that you guys are saying is just like really, really cool. And I really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I couldn't ask for a better group of people show me this much love on all of the stuff that I'm doing. So again, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are absolutely amazing. So now let's go ahead and jump back into the guide. We are almost at Stronger Stimulant, so let's go ahead and buy that. Now, normally I would start going for the Monkey Banks right here, but I'm actually going to be going for Acid Pull and Faster Throwing because, like I said, we are going to be buffing Quincy and Ninja at the same time. So we want to make sure that both of them have a high uptime. Alright, and then much similar to a lot of our strategies, we are going to be activating Quincy's ability on round 40, just to make sure that we don't struggle with popping popping the Moab balloon. Because of course, this is Impoppable mode, we have 1 life, and of course we have no monkey knowledge either. So let's go ahead and speed this up, there we go. Let's go ahead and activate Quincy's ability, and now we can go ahead and speed things back up, now that we have Quincy's ability popped. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. I'm going to buy 2 banana farms to start because hopefully we can go ahead and generate a little bit of extra income off the rip. So let's buy long life bananas and then just remember to keep collecting the bananas here. That way you can go ahead and get that little bit of extra money that the bananas actually give you. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and grab valuable bananas as well. And then we're going to keep collecting all of these bananas all the way until we can afford our first monkey bank. And then we're going to do the same thing, except for once we buy our first monkey bank, then we're going to save up for our 3rd banana farm. And you guys will be able to keep track of what I'm actually doing here. There's our first monkey bank, so we are chilling. Now we're going to go ahead and save up to $1,500 for our next banana farm. The only place I do not want you guys placing towers is, of course, right about over in this area here, because that's where we're going to be throwing down all of our towers. So we can go ahead and place down our new banana farm right there, and then of course we're going to upgrade to valuable bananas as well, just like so. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and double check our banana farm. We still have quite a bit of time before we can start thinking about collecting the bananas, but again, it's going to be quite some time before it's actually maxed out. And of course, if you guys do not know, when you have no monkey knowledge turned on, the monkey bank caps out at 7,000, so just keep that in mind. When your monkey bank is at 7k, just go ahead and collect it. Alright, there is our second monkey bank, and then we'll go ahead and grab 1 more monkey bank, and then we can start getting into our actual strategy. So with this strategy, we are going to be starting off with a couple of villages, because of course we want to go ahead and get a little bit of cheaper prices on all of our towers, especially since all of our towers are going to be grouped up so close. It's definitely going to be smarter to go ahead and just get a bunch of discounts on the towers that we are going to be placing down. So that's why we're going to go ahead and just place down these monkey villages right here. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to wait until we have some money in the bank. While we're waiting for that, we're going to go ahead and grab monkey business, monkey commerce, and all of that fun stuff, just to go ahead and give us the cheaper rates on our monkey sub that we're about to place down. Alright, there's our monkey sub, so let's buy advanced intel, then we'll go ahead and buy airburst starts as well. Now that we have airburst starts, we have that little bit of extra popping power. And while we have that extra popping power, let's go ahead and check to see how much money we have in our bank. Of course, we're still lacking on funds because this is in Impoppable mode and everything costs a lot more than it actually should. But again, it's mainly just because all of these upgrades cost so much. Like right now, we got the twin guns down to 1,000. We got armor piercing darts down to where it normally is without the villages. So that's why I chose to go with the villages down here. So there's our armor piercing darts. Perfect, awesome, fantastic, and amazing. We have almost $7,000 in this bank over here. So we're setting actually really, really well so far. Now that we have the armor piercing darts, we should be chilling here for quite some time, boys. Next thing that I would like to go for is I'd like to go for bigger radius and jungle drums, just to go ahead and give our monkey sub a little bit of a bonus here. There's $7,000 in that bank, so let's go ahead and collect it. And let's go ahead and buy jungle drums now. That way we can go ahead and have that little bit of boosted popping power. Now's the time that we're actually going to go ahead and throw down a couple of dart monkeys. Now, the reason why I want to throw these dart monkeys down is, again, just to give our monkey sub a little bit of added popping range, just in case any balloons make it past our Quincy or make it past our balloon jitsu. Alright, and it is going to cost us $30,000 to buy these sub commanders, so that's the exact reason why I chose to go ahead and throw down these dart monkeys in the very back. Even though okay, we have $7,000 here, we have $7,000 here. Kind of lost track of where our funds were at, but as you guys can see, we can almost afford to buy our sub commander. And of course, it's going to be right before round 63. If you guys collect just a little bit sooner than me, then you guys should be able to afford the sub commander a little bit before I could. So round 63, let's go ahead and upgrade to the sub commander. Now that we have the sub commander, we're absolutely going to shred through all of these balloons, my dudes. There we go. Perfect. All right, next thing that we're going to be going for is we are going to be going for a tack shooter. So the tack shooter, we're not going to upgrade just yet. We're actually going to go ahead and come up here, and we're going to buy primary mentoring first. The reason why we want the primary mentoring is it's going to save us a little bit of cash in the long run, because of course the first tier upgrade is free with primary mentoring, and I think the second tier is free as well. So as you guys can see, we can get 2 upgrades for free, and I guess it's only the first tier is free, so just keep that in mind. I think it's when you upgrade to the tier 5 when two upgrades are free. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and start upgrading to overdrive and then saving up for our tax zone as well. All right, perfect. Next, like I said, the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for the overdrive, and then we're going to be going for the tax zone. Of course, the tax zone is going to be super buffed by the monkey village, and on top of that, we're going to buy it an alchemist. This strategy has a lot of towers that we're actually going to buy, which is kind of unusual for the strategies that I usually come up with. We usually just base it around like 1 or 2 main towers, and then the strategy is good to go. Whereas this one's actually going to be based around the Balloon Jitsu, Quincy, Sub Commander, Tax Zone, and then we're also going to be buying like 5 more subs, and that's just because the Sub Commander buffs other subs. So we want to go ahead and take advantage of that, and we're going to take advantage of that by buying more subs to surround our Sub Commander with. And then on top of that, we're also going to be buying 2 monkey aces to add on to all of the towers that we already have. So, of course, this, like I said, this strategy does have quite a few moving parts, but at the same time, it's such a fun strategy to use, because you really don't see too much Sub Commander or Tax Zone in a lot of chimp strats, or at least you don't see them in any of my videos, because I just think that there's better towers to choose from, especially when you have towers like Apache Prime, you have the Avatar of Wrath, you have the Sun Avatar, so it's kind of switching things up. And going for a different tier 5 is kind of fun. Alright, there's our 2 monkey banks. Let's go ahead and collect those. Now we have our tax zone. Next thing that we want to go for is we do want to grab a radar scanner. That way our tax shooter can see all of the camo balloons and absolutely shred through them. Next thing that we want to go for, like I was saying, is we're going to be going for, I want to say it's 5 subs, but it may be 5 subs in total. So we're going to go ahead and place 1. Now, placement is kind of important here. We want to try and place down as many subs as we can possibly fit in this small area. Okay, so it's 5 subs in total, including the sub commander. All right, cool. I did this like 4 times in chimps, and then I was like, how many subs was I able to fit in here? And then, all right, so it's 5 total. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to upgrade them all to armor-piercing darts, and then you're going to be chilling, my dudes. Alright, perfect, awesome, fantastic, and amazing. You can just go ahead, take your time, upgrade 1 monkey sub at a time. All of these subs are basically bonus towers, and we're only going for them because the sub commander actually buffs them. So it's kind of a good idea to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that the sub commander buffs other subs. And then I did originally want to go for like a plutonium reactor, but at the end of the day, when I thought about the 2 villages that I was buying, it's not really worth it to invest that money into a plutonium reactor, because he's not going to get very good radius where he's actually going to be able to hit the balloons. But at the same time, if we didn't have these two villages here, then we could just go for a plutonium reactor, and then the only thing that we would need to buy for our tax zone would actually be this one village right here to go ahead and super boost them. Alright, so we're checking our bank. We have 4,200 in that bank, and of course these banks are going to take a few more rounds to go ahead and catch up. Alright, let's go ahead and go with another advanced intel here. Then we're going to go ahead and buy armor piercing darts as well. So one thing that's going to be a little bit different about this video is that we're not going to have any speedy parts. And the reason why we're not going to have any speedy parts is because we're pretty much doing stuff the entire game, which again is a little bit different than what I usually do. But you guys said you want to see a couple of different strats, so I'm going to go ahead and broaden your mind of what is Bloons Tower Defense 6. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a couple of different strats that you guys can use. Especially if you guys want to start coming up with your own strats, then you guys can like actually see like, oh hey, the sub commander actually like super buffs other subs. So couldn't I just take sub commander, pair it with center tier sub, or can I pair it with plutonium reactor on this map and this map? And then now you guys can like start developing your own strats and seeing like what towers can work together and stuff like that. All right, let's go ahead and collect this bank. Perfect. And the next thing that we want is we want Monkey Intelligence Bureau. Of course, we want the Monkey Intelligence Bureau for the tax zone. Now, I've heard a couple of different things. I've heard that the tax zone can pop leads, and I've heard that the tax zone can't pop leads. So even though I'm fairly certain the tax zone can pop leads, I'm still going to grab the MIB just to make sure that all of our subs can pop leads as well. So it's just a little bit of a bonus. And then just in case the tax shooter can't pop leads, we still have the MIB here to go ahead and give it a little bit of added motsy. All right, and now let's go ahead and grab ourselves a can we get the 2x discount? All right, so we're not going to get the 2x discount, but we aren't struggling with money whatsoever. So let's go ahead and buy ourselves one ground zero. Following that, let's go ahead and check our banks. There we go. Perfect. Next thing that we want to go for is we want to go for another monkey ace, like so. Then we're going to go with the figure 8 on that one. Then we're going to go ahead and go for ground zero as well. This monkey bank we already collected, and of course we're sitting a little bit shy on cash there. And there we go, guys. Now, when I go and do the chip strat, a few things are going to have to change. You're going to have to buy a couple of towers differently. You're going to have to do a couple of different upgrade paths. Of course, you're not going to be able to get all of the towers in the order that I did. And of course, you're probably going to end up not seeing the ground zeros until like super late game. All right, so let's go ahead and upgrade to lots more darts because we're not struggling with cash whatsoever. We have all of this money in our monkey banks. I'm actually not going to drop a single, or I'm going to drop one more tower. I'm sorry, guys. I do want to drop a Alchemist on top of this tax zone right here. So let's go ahead and upgrade it to stronger stimulant, like so. And then we'll go ahead and buy acid pool and then faster throwing as well. So there's 3 rounds that can get kind of sketchy, guys. First round is going to be 95, the second round is going to be 98, and the third round is going to be 99. So for 95, I'll go ahead and slow it down because we do have 2 ground zeros, and of course 1 ground zero can go ahead and knock out the entire round. But 94 is a piece of cake. We have all of these subs, and of course, if you guys don't know about the subs actually do increased damage to Moab balloons, which is exactly why I thought that this strat would kind of work out pretty well, because we really shouldn't struggle too much with like the DDTs or the late game, especially when we get those massive rushes of Moab balloons. All right, so now you guys can see that we have a massive amount of DDTs coming our way, so we're just going to go ahead and keep it slow and keep track of where all of the DDTs are. And then as soon as the last of the DDTs come through, we can go ahead and drop a ground zero and finish off all of these balloons, even though the tax zone is absolutely ripping through all of these balloons. So let's go ahead and add or drop a ground zero there. If you guys didn't think the tax zone could have taken care of it, the tax zone could have actually completely wiped out that entire round with no help. Other than the sub-commanders, of course. Alright, so let's go ahead and speed things back up. We're on round 96. Next round that I said was going to be a little bit taxing is of course going to be at 98 because we do get a lot of ZOMGs, a lot of BFBs, and it's just a little bit rough for all of our subs and of course our sub commander to deal with it. But at the end of the day, they're still able to deal with the high rounds with no issues. Alright, so let's go ahead. 97 is not going to be an issue because we have a lot of Moab popping power between all of the subs, and then of course the tax zone just comes through and shreds through those reinforced ceramic balloons with no issues. Alright, round 98. Of course we have all of these ZOMGs. So we're just going to go ahead and keep it sped up for a little bit. We're going to go ahead and let all of these balloons get on the screen. Of course, we want to keep track of where all of the balloons are going. If these ceramic balloons get a little bit further than we would like, we always have Quincy's Aerostorm. And now we also have 2 ground zeros as well. So we can go ahead and pay attention here. We can see that the ceramic balloons are making it a little bit further than we would like, but of course we didn't have to drop a ground zero there because our sub commanders plus our subs were actually able to finish those off. So I didn't end up dropping the ground zero there because of course I wanted you guys to see that we could actually take care of it without dropping a ground zero. But what we are going to drop a ground zero on is going to be round 99. So let's go ahead and drop a ground zero here. And then our tax zone is going to be able to finish off that DDT. Now let's go ahead and speed things back up. We can go ahead and activate Quincy's primary ability right here. Following Quincy's primary ability, we're going to go ahead and wait to pop the Aerostorm until the bad balloon pops. Following the bad balloon popping, we're going to go ahead and pop the Aerostorm right now, and then we're going to go ahead and pop both of our ground zeros like so. And there you go, guys. We have officially beaten Impoppable mode. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And of course, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe. And if you guys also enjoyed, please feel free to drop a like. But anyways, guys, you already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives. And I will see you guys in the next one.